Let's look at some of the terms which are associated with trees. So as we just saw, root is the node at the top. So this node A is the root node. And if the pointer to this node R is null, that means the tree is empty. Parent is the immediate predecessor of a node. So we know that for G, the immediate predecessor is C. So C we say is the parent of node G. For node J, D will be the parent. For node E, B will be the parent. For node B, A will be the parent. So the immediate predecessor of a node is the parent of a node. And any node with one or more children will be called a parent. So if any node B is having children, it will be a parent. A node can have at most one parent. So any node in the tree, say for example H, the parent of H is D. So any node can have only one parent. A node cannot have two parents. We cannot have a link from C to H. We cannot say that H is the child of C and D both. No, this is not permitted in trees. There can be only one parent for each node. Root node, this does not have any parent. So this node is the only node in the tree which does not have any parent. What is the child? Child is the immediate successor of a node. So if we talk about node C, then the child of C is node G. So G is the child of node C. K is the child of node G. E is a child of node B. B, C and D all are children of node A. So all nodes except the root node are child nodes. All the nodes that are there in the tree, they are child nodes because they have a parent except the root node. This literal meaning of sibling is brothers and sisters. That means nodes which are having the same parent. So same is the case in trees. E and F, they both have a common parent B. So E and F are siblings. K and L, they both have a parent G. So K and L are also siblings. H, I and J, they have a common parent D. So they are also siblings. B, C and D, they also have a common parent A. So B, C and D are also siblings. But can we say that F and G are siblings? No. The parent of F is B and the parent of G is C. So they are not siblings. Yes, we can refer to them as cousins. So F and G would be cousins. F and J would be cousins. G and H would be cousins. But they are not siblings. For siblings, they need to have the same parent. A node with no children is referred to as a leaf node. So if we look in this tree over here, there is a node E which does not have any children. Node F, that also is not having any children. Similarly, we can see nodes J, K, H and I. These are not having any children. So these we say are the leaf nodes. So we can say that E, F, J, K, H and I, all these nodes in this particular example are leaf nodes. Leaf nodes are also referred to as terminal nodes or external nodes as well. What are internal nodes? So any node which is not a leaf, that is an internal node. So in this example, B, C, D, G and A. Since these are not leaf nodes, they are all referred to as internal nodes. What is an ancestor? Any predecessor node on the path from root to that node is referred to as an ancestor. So if I talk it in terms of literal meaning of the word ancestor, our forefathers, our parents, our grandparents, our grand-grandparents, they are all referred to as ancestor. So for any node, it's all the nodes which are predecessing it towards the root node. So if we talk about node B, then A would be its ancestor. If we talk about node J, so all the nodes on the path from root to that node. So here if we take this path from the root to node J, all the nodes which are lying on this path, A, C, G, they are predecessors of node J. What about node I? So what is the path from the root node to this node J, node I? So node A and node D, they are predecessors of node I. Do we have a common predecessor of node I and node B? Yes. For node B, the ancestor is A. For node I, the ancestors are D and A. So the common ancestor would be node A. Since D is the parent of node I, node A is an ancestor of I but can also be referred to as the grandparent or grandfather of node I. What are descendants? Any successor node on any path from node to a leaf node is referred to as a descendant. So who are the descendants of node B? So from node B, we have to go to all the paths to the leaf node. So from B, we can go to leaf node E and we can go to leaf node F. So we say that all the nodes in this path will be the descendants of B. So E is a descendant of B and F is a descendant of B. Who are the descendants of node C? So from C, how can we go to a leaf node? We can follow this path and we can follow this path as well. So all the nodes in these two paths will be descendants of node C. So for node C, the descendants would be G, J and K. What about the root node? For the root node, it can go to the leaf node through various paths. That means all the nodes in the tree will be the descendants of the root node. So except A, all the other nodes would be descendant of node A. Let's talk about subtrees now. So here we see that T1, T2 and T3 are subtrees of this root node R. So any node along with its descendants. So we have taken node B and its descendants E and F. Here if we take node C and all its descendants, then this is also a subtree. We are taking node D and all its descendants, then it is a subtree. And these are the three subtrees for the root node. Suppose if we say what are the subtrees for node C. So for node C, we take node G and all its descendants. So this is another subtree. but every time we have to take all the descendants. Is this a subtree? No, this is not a subtree because we have not taken K, which is also a descendant of G. So whenever we are taking any node, we have to take all its descendants. What about D? This is a subtree. This we can say is a subtree. But this is not a subtree because we have forgotten this node I, which is also a descendant of D. If we include it also, then we say that this will be a subtree. So anytime we take a subtree, the node with all its descendants, they have to be taken. Edge is a connecting link between any two nodes. So if there are two nodes D and I, this is the link between them and it is referred to as an edge. This is also an edge between nodes A and B. Between nodes A and C, this is an edge. This is an edge between node B and E. So the connecting links between the nodes, it is referred to as an edge. In a tree with n number of nodes, there are exactly n minus 1 number of edges. So how can we say that? If there are n number of nodes, each node will have a link or an edge to its parent. So E will have a link to its parent, F will have a link to its parent, B will have a link to its parent, J has one link to its parent, K has one link to its parent, G has one link to its parent, and C has one link to its parent. So all the nodes, they are having one link to their parent, except the root node. Since the root node does not have a parent, it is not having any link. So how many edges would be there? N minus 1 number of edges. What is a path? It is a sequence of consecutive edges from the source node to a destination node. So if we say, what is the path from node C to node K? So this is the source node C and we follow the edges. We go to G and then we follow the next edge and reach the destination node K. So CGK is the path from source node C to destination node K. What is the path from root node A to J? So this will be the path A to C, C to G and G to J. This is the path A, C, G, J. What is the path from B to F? So the path is only this link B and F from source node to the destination node. There is only one link. So the path is the sequence of consecutive edges which go from the source node to the destination node. Let's come to the level number. The level is actually describing the level in the hierarchy of that particular node. So at what hierarchy it is present in the tree. And how can we compute that? By knowing the number of edges from the root node. The root node we say is at level 0. Because if we are saying the number of edges from the root node, so if we are computing the number of edges of A from the root node, it would be 0. So this is at level 0. What is the level of node J? So how many edges from the root node? 1, 2 and 3. So we take the path and we say how many edges are there from the root node to that particular node. Since there are 3 edges, we say that J is at level 3. What about node B? It is only one edge away from the root node. So B is at level 1. Similarly, C and D, they are all at level 1. What about F? How far is F from the root node? 1 and 2. 2 edges away. So it is at level 2. So this is the same for E, F, G, H and I. All of these are level 2 at level 2. J, K and L, they are all 3 edges away from the root node. So they are at level 3. So you will see that the children of root node, they are at level number 1 because the root node is at level number 0. So the children of root node would be at level 1. And all nodes, they are at one level higher than its parent. So if the parent is at any particular level, so like G is at level 2, its child would definitely be one edge further down. So it would be at one level higher than its parent. Degree of a node is equal to the number of children a node has. So if we talk about the degree of node G, G is having 3 children, J, K and L. So the degree of node G is 3. What is the degree of node D? D is having 2 children, H and I. So the degree is 2. What about the root node? The root node is having 3 children. So the degree of A is 3. What would be the degree of a leaf node? A leaf node has no children. So the degree of a leaf node is 0. So right now we have been talking about degrees of nodes. But what about degree of a tree? Degree of a tree is the maximum degree of any of its nodes. So if you see, obviously the leaf nodes, they have a 0 degree. But what about degree of B? B has a degree 2 because it has 2 children. G has a degree 3 because it has 3 children. D is of degree 2. C is of degree 1 because it has only one child G. A has a degree of 3 because it has 3 children B, C and D. What is the maximum degree of any of its nodes? It's 3. So the degree of this tree is 3. It is the maximum degree of any of its nodes. Next is a term which is referred to as the depth. So whenever you think of an ocean or a sea and there is a submarine, so we talk in terms of the depth. How deep is that submarine from the surface of the ocean? So depth means that from the surface, how deep inside you are. Similarly, in a tree, when we are talking about the depth of a node, so we are talking about from the surface, and this can be thought of as the root node. So how far is that particular node from the root node? So length of the path from the root to that node, that is going to give us the depth. As you can see, it is very similar to the level. So the depth of a node would be equal to the level of that node also. So what would be the depth of the root? So here is the root and its depth from the surface would be 0. What would be the depth of node F? So it is 2 edges away from the root node. So its depth is 2. What about the depth of root of node M? It is 1, 2 and 3 edges away. So the length of the path from the root to that node is 3. So the depth of M is 3. What about depth of node I? The length of the path from the root node is 2. So depth of node I is 2. Now let's talk about the height. If you have to measure your height, what do? You stand beside a wall and you measure your height from the ground. Similarly, when we are measuring the height of a node, we will measure it from the leaf node. So, the height of a node would be the longest path from any leaf node to that node. So, let's talk about the height of node B. So, B can be reached from two leaf nodes K and F. So, like this. What is the longest path? The longest path is from node K. So, we say that the height of node B is 2. What is the height of node C? Again, from the leaf node, I can go from L and I can go from M also. The length of the path is 2 in both the cases. So, the height in this case for C is 2. What is the height of node D? It is of length 1. From any of the leaf nodes, if we go to D, the length of the path is 1. So, we say that the height of D is 1. What is the height of A? Again, we take the longest path from any leaf node. We can reach node A from here, from this leaf node K. We can reach from L. We can reach from F also. But you will see that the longest path is of length 3. So, height of root node is 3. We have seen the height and the depth of the nodes. But what about the height and depth of a tree? Depth of a tree is depth of its deepest leaf. So, we know that we are counting the depth from the top. So, whatever is the depth of the deepest leaf, and in this case you can see K, L and M, they are the deepest leaf. So, the depth of this particular tree in this example is 3. What about the height? The height of a tree is the height of its root node. So, what is the height of the root node? We just saw that it is 3. You will always see that the height and depth of a tree, they will always be equal. So, as you can see, depth of this tree is also 3. That is the depth of its deepest leaf, and height is also 3 because that is the height of the root node. So, depth and height, they will always be equal for a tree. For a node, they may be equal, they may not be equal. Like for node D, the depth is also 1 and the height is also 1. So, they are equal. For node B, depth is only 1, height is 2. So, they are not equal. So, while for the tree the height and depth are always equal, for a node they may be equal or they may not be equal.